You are alive because you were chosen by what? Evil.
I'll tell you what, the last time he was on the show, he rang in and scared the bejesus out of us. Now he's in the studio. We're very excited because The Mummy is out cinemas June 8. It is the magnificent Russell Crowe!
Good morning, Sydney.
Oh, there's the voice. You know what's great? You rode your bike in. I thought you were going to get caught in the rain.
I did.
You did you?
Yeah, not too much, but it just started just as we were going through Woolloomooloo and up to the city.
No, you don't mind the bike, do you? You do a bit of bike
I like
work.
the bike. That's mainly, I ride a bike because about around the time of Cinderella Man, my Achilles tendons and a few other really important things decided to give up, you know.
Yeah.
Because I've been abusing them. You know, the joke I make is that I've been picking up injuries since 184 AD. So it's been a while.
Well, you survived. You did very well, mate.
Yeah, so that's why I took up the bike. But I also have this sort of need when I get to a new place to know it's north, south, east and west. I don't really know where that comes from.
Yeah, right.
But every time I get to a new place, I just want to know what the directions of the map are.
Yeah,
and
sure.
The best way to do that is by bike because you see more.
Yeah,
than if you're
good
driving
point.
around.
Did you have a BMX as a kid, Russell?
I didn't. I never entered into that world.
Wow.
I had a gold Melbourne Star dragster.
Oh,
I'm older than you think, mate.
Yeah.
Mate, that's...
I had the 3 gears and the sissy bars.
Oh, did you?
Dude.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you must get a couple of strange looks when you pull up at the lights and you look at someone sitting in the car and they go, is there Russell Crowe next to me on a bike?
Here's the thing that really I never quite understand.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, now, I get that I've been famous for a while.
Yeah.
Okay? But when I'm on a bike, I got black wraparound shades, right? I wear a skull cap.
Yep.
I got a noof helmet, right? The only bit that's showing is my chin.
Yeah, sure.
And if I do stop at an intersection, dollars to donuts, somebody goes, Rusty? What is that?
That is the most recognisable chin on the planet.
Do you know what
It's covered in a beard.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Russell, we do a weekly segment called Oh, That's Interesting, and people ring in if you've seen a celebrity doing something completely normal. And
That's interesting.
we get a lot of people ringing in every week saying that they see you taking the boys down to play some basketball and stuff like that. But the question that we need to ask, because you live in Woolloomooloo, do you get sucked in by Cafe de Wills all the time? Do you have to stop
Harry
in?
de Wills.
Harry de Wills. Do you have to go and grab a pie every time after a few drinks on the way home?
You know what, man? I actually thought about that last night. But I don't go to Harry's very often, but I had a particularly stressful day yesterday and, long day. And I was going past it as I turned in and I was like, that would be easy.
That would be easy. That would be
So
yummy.
easy. Like, 5 minutes, bing, bang, dinner's done, into bed.
Yeah.
But I didn't do it.
Because you've got your Indian there on Woolloomooloo Wharf, don't you?
Oh, Arkies.
Can I
That
share
will change your life.
Can I share a secret with you, Ryan Fitzgerald? I was lucky enough to be invited to Arkies one night with the big guy here. We were sitting...
Were you stalking him at the time?
Yeah, I was.
He was.
I was, yeah.
It was really embarrassing. And when I came up to him, he was talking to a young constable from Woolloomooloo who'd been assigned the job. And I said, don't worry about it, mate. I'll make sure he gets home safe.
So I had to sit at a table just across from Russell. No, we were sitting there, and it would have been 45 degrees. And Russell said, let's have Indian. And then we're at the table, and he went, it's your first time at dinner. Why don't we pass the chili bowl around? Here's something we like to do each time we sit down. So here I am sweating, like I'm dripping in sweat. I'm eating hot food, and then we have a little bit of a chili eating competition, which just sent me over the edge.
And they know us well there, so they have this thing where they give us a plate of graduating, from relatively pleasant to this one. You are. And we had a whole plate full of the latter that night. Yeah. But I remember everybody at the table. It was like seriously just coming.
I lost 20 kilos that night.
Russell, do you get caught sometimes being at Woolloomooloo having a wild turkey with John Laws? Do you sit down and have a drink with Lawsy every now and then?
Mate, I love to. He's such a great chat. You know what I mean? He's lived a big life and he's... a conversation with John is what I like to call a conversation without fences.
Right.
There's a few people in my life that I'm, lucky enough to met that have got such experience that you can have a conversation and it doesn't get to that point where it stops. Like Kerry Packers, for an example.
Yeah, sure.
Kerry was either completely over the top of the subject you were talking about, or he was so inquisitive to find out more that the conversation never slowed down. And I love talking to John because of that reason. And he's, he's a big warm heart and,
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Well,
All right.
Okay, Russell, we need to talk about The Mummy, but also, mate, we need to talk about Gladiator 2. There's a lot of people talking about that at the moment with Ridley Scott. We've got to get your thoughts on that. Can you stick around, big fella?
I might as well.
Well done, mate.